So for Bible now, there were 3 dispensations. There were patriarchal age, Mosaical age, and there also a Christian age. But then patriarchal age, ebra Onyankopon bo Adam and Eve. Kopem eda Israel for ekwo Misraim asase so omokoye enkoa. After so for Mosaical age ebra Onyankopon na Moses so eyi Israel for free Misraim asase so saa kopem Canaan asase so ye ready Yesu Kristo ba ya obeyi yen free saa emra na osan so ede ma won ase. After you back Christian age, and shas here, Jerusalem. Acts chapter 2, Pentecost eda. As I'm busy say, a quite ben so and 1 year or more award the patriarchal and the Mosaical age, as some Yankopon, as to Christian age. And to say, my mouse scenario be able to say, within the patriarchal and Mosaical age, now we are born here, you cool instantly. But to say, Kiana Christopher no be queen, there were Adomasi. The same time so na ye wo enuma bebre say oba budin sa ontumi nko bia ye kronkron bia but say no oba to be budin sa no akọ asori dem. So you can see say within some few scenarios so logically ye apply betumi we say ekwan a ye fa so esum Onyankopon e wa pam da dem no is different from ekwan a ye fa so esum Onyankopon e wo Kristosom emu. Now ye kofo bebre ko read Psalm 33 verse 1 to 3, Psalm 92 verse 1 to 3, and Psalm 150 verse 1 to 6. That's what we can almost say David say ye use instrument ye use ball guitar ball na okaka for e wa sorry dem ye mfa nsomo Nyankopon. But as bisa say David no of follow Christian age ana Mosaical age ana patriarchal age ana. David enye Christoni. David fall under the Mosaical age. Eti David onyo Kristo nti na okasa akire Israel fo no omowa emra na Yesu Kristo abeyi afiri ho no ase. And therefore saa time na okan ya me pese ye hwe bibi kakra na abra Onyankopon ema akwan ono ankasa enam adifo so e kan say afei wo mo enyusu instrumental music e wo esun mu no saa time no dia wo won say na ye wo abusuakuo ba ko pe na wo mo de they were under any moral obligation say when betumi ayusu sa instrumental gadget e wa asori mu teni yo me nua wutiemi na yanko 2 Chronicles chapter 29 verse 25 to 26 near kinkan bribi or say, and he stationed the Levite in the house of the Lord with cymbals, with strange instruments, and with harps, according to the commandment of David, of Gad the king's seer, and of Nathan the prophet, for that was the commandment of the Lord by his prophet. It's all can or say, and namadi for so Nyankopon the commandment in the bar say mo kosoma munkwa na monye den mbetumi ayusu sa instrumental gadget na ye de som me no etobia ni kwan se obetumi attach gise lewufo nko a na ye quotation we nko a so wuja daje a wo de hwe screen so kenkan 1 Chronicles 15 verse 16 to 19, 1 Chronicles 23 verse 1 to 5, and 2 Chronicles 5 12 to 13. Obeka ni pefe a chira say sa time na Onyankopon ma kwan say womo enyusu instrumental gadget e wo sunmu no na eye lewufo nko a na mutumi tachi wonya lewini a you be men try tieni you see specifically no it wo ko Mosaical age mpo a omo yusu kra na enye obia na tumi yusu. Okay, yenhwe bibia ye wo enuanu bebre yenya nkofo say womo emboayen e wo some Bible interpretation mu a womo tumi ka kire yensem even at that time no na Onyankopon e condemn musical instrument e wa asori mu but some be say na Nyankopon condemn ana there be point of correction. Nyankopon an condemn at that time no if you say ono no command ye eti ya na o makofa Amos 6:5 any Amos 5:23 to 24 me pese ya kenkan bribi the Bible no meaning say wo follow me if I will treat Bible Amos chapter 6 verse 5 yen kenkan bribi or say who sing idly to the sound of strange instrument and invent for yourself musical instrument like David. So who can kind scriptures where am I what tia pefe say enkofo no what they started for verse 1 to 4 na enkofo no wo mo use musical instrument no e dia ayete teni omo ho but omo akoma no de na emben Onyankopon. They were living in luxury. Enti oyusu David sarcastically and then saying say mo David use musical gadget, musical instrument no or the sumo nyankopon or sumo nyankopon so na kuma no eye closer na kuma no ebe nyame ba modi no makuma no ye far away mo ye no said ye mo ankasa mo pe na mo di gimani keke for just for entertainment but mo fa sumo nyankopon mo ye sa akwa de kata me bone so ahomaso enye de nyankopon hwehwe na mo di sa instrumental music no eye. God was not condemning instrumental music at that time. No, nyankopon on condemn it. Okay, yanko Amos chapter 5 verse 23 to 24. And so ye shadie. What say? Take away from me the noise of your songs, for I will not hear the melody of your stranger instrument. But let justice run down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. It is a scripture way out to say Israel from now mo yusu musical instrument no for entertainment omo ye de omo pe omo ye sacrifices no enwa omo ye sacrifice omo tom drum de no omo boss maintain no kakafo no harp string instrument but then no omo akoma no na embe onyankopon. They were very disobedient. Omo bu onyankopon omo ye said omo ankasa epe and onyankopon say hey mo famo music dede ni mfuno so mo famo dede ni mfuno so na mo se mo ba music ni mo ba ye dede ni mpo a je me pen ni tie o say but let justice run down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Yakopon ehwehwe trene ye afri Israel for enche but o mo nye twene bona eti yakopon an condemn but na enam Amos so na otu o mo for he was rebuking them. Okay, Obibaga say, and there's a Sadia, and there Christopher say, you bet to me, I use musical instrument. I was all them. As a Bissan say, I no crown as I no cross, say, you bet to me, I use Yanko Ephesians chapter 2, verse 14 to 16 in Tia Sama Wohono. For Bible, making kind English, or say, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, that is the law of commandment contained in ordinances, so as to create in himself one new man from the two, thus making peace, and that he might reconcile them both to God in one body through the cross, thereby putting to death the enmity. Screen so Mr. Na second word Bible nimu second. Or say first one, having abolished in his flesh the enmity. But you. So I can say abolish in his flesh the law of commandment na ana enmity na ekyere say Yesu ebaye no obeyi Moses emra no ene emra bia na ebande Israel for no obeyi free ho tieni yo gina ho second way the law of commandment contained in ordinances. So we use English meaning say we use chi obohu the law of commandment contained in ordinances. Na sa law of commandment e containing ordinances e bi ene emu aforobo e bi ene say ebi twa etwetia ebi ene lewufo esom a e was enhyiadan mu a eno ena ye yusu instrumental gadget eka ho no saa enwoma ni nyina no onyankopon ba hunamu se obayi enipa afri emra nase no obaye no oji ni nyina afri ho enti yam twene bon so no nyankopon baye no obayi free ho. Okay yenwie yensa enko Colossians chapter 2 verse 14 so ni enti aseme ho. Colossians chapter 2 verse 14 say, having wiped out the handwriting of requirement that was against us, which was contrary to us, and he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the cross. Tienyo jina ho na twatwase mi no esua de. Now, dear Dikai, so I can say, having wiped out the handwriting of requirement na. Sa handwriting of requirement no. Eno nie ejina ho ma apam dada mu mra. Emra no e wa apam dada mu. Na Israel for edi so esom Nyankopon no. The law of Moses mra no. Afei the written commandment bia emra biara any regulations biara Onyankopon de ma Israel for so mo emfa nsom no. Nti wunya daja wo de kenka Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 24 to 26 obeti ase yi watch ase na saa emra no eno na ejina ho ema emo aforebo say ebetwa otwetia homeda esom afe esum instrumental music and instrumental gadget they say twenebɔ ne mental na ne wɔkakafo ɛka ho a na Israel for busuaku a wɔyɛ lewufo nko na wɔn etumi eyusu aside that no bia to me you there to me na yɛnhwɛ bibi o hwɛ na make wɔ say having wiped out the handwriting of requirement you can say wiped out ɛkyɛ sɛ wo pepa bibi for example say me the oil a good table so na say me kofa rag say me be pepa me pepa wia bibia beko enti having wiped out the handwriting just say yesu buy no sa handwriting of requirement Moses emra any rule regulations na ye do som no a ebi ene twenebɔ no yesu buy no odi ni nyina ko bo asem dua no so eno pepa free ho. Now what was I say he has taken it away. You can say what the baby everywhere taking it away. I just say we ye everywhere kra. Enti bia apam da da musum kwaya ya faso esum Nyankopɔn no it does not bind Christians today. A Christopher yanka ho. Now we be say okay and the apam fufuro mu yenya ne den. So we hwe apam fufuro mu a Onyankopɔn from Matthew to Revelation ye were 9 Bible tester eno ekyere say yensom Onyankopɔn na emum ye tontom na yenye ade a yenye without using instrumental gadget. Mami project on the screen onu nie wo de tre na we akenkan ni nyina so wanka hymns obeka psalms and spiritual songs keke here yenfa Ephesians chapter 5 verse 19 na yenkenkan so wo twi Bible akenkan na di machiri why okay I say speaking to one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Enti abra Paul etwe krata ema akristofo a na omo Ephesus. Emra na honhom kronkron de ma woni. Na eyankofo bebre say making melody no. So woko Greek asamu a eye salo PC alpha lambda omega salo. Na che say protocol say ube ploko ube bobibi grind what you say. But then Paul chere kwan ya yemfa so enye no. So wo hwa o say bono wa kuma mu singing melody in your heart bono wa kuma mu. Enti Paul ka ade a ye be ya enye physical musical instrument. Enti na obo say Church of Christ for tonjoma omo to hymns and psalms and spiritual songs. Sometimes afar when take it back say omo botchene and so omo use organ. But then your man no. They say obi to treble, obi to tenor, obi to alto, obi to bass. My memo example.
Oh me da mi Yesu. Oh me da mi Yesu. Oh no da mi. Oh no da mi da. Oh no
it is sometimes when take it up and say omo bo organ na so omo ye dey because I say making melody in your heart to omo making melody ni free omo akoma mu yanko Colossians 3:16 here or say let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your heart to the Lord. No chenebo, no guitar. It is a time ani about chenelo. Yesu Christo baye or the can emrano huina and or the ko bo asem dua so and no yi free won ti kwan e fa so so Nyankopon e wa pam da dam. It no longer binds Christians today because it was nailed on the cross. It was nailed on the cross. But then say wohwe adekrontia enne yankofo bebre a omo denomination and one man churches Pentecostal and charismatic churches use a abra Church of Christ na ewo Rome emani ya wo mo dane aso ni din eye ne Catholicism eye Latin word and meaning eye universal no ena ye wo pope bia ye friend Pope Vitalian wo de unya da ja ko kenkan o we enye tse me ba sorry achi me kan no crap Pope Vitalian it was 666 AD and the organ eba Catholic church mu na the Bible na nche bia e 1074 AD yenya Pope foforo bia na wo mo friend Pope Gregory any papa bia friend Aquinas wo mo ba na mo be yiri free wo It even within that time na Church of Christ no money ya be Roman Catholic Church na nkasa no mu use organ or mu use instrumental music bia. No later on no and the Pentecostal churches no buy no. Even Methodist kwa no mu use. Omu use da bi nkofo no gi nkofo because nkofo entertainment. Enti glen na nkofo free Roman no mo ko Pentecost sorry ne Pentecostal churches na almost the bewu mu say denominations for a use instrumental gadget no. No cry na maka chiro no ubehu no cry na no cry ma wa addition and we say bia wo hwɛ me a wo bo fumi and what time the day because me can no cry natural but Bible say so no cry nti over time ya na the person me catch you say Christo so no ye use musical gadget Christo anya ni sa na me din edi Peter Paul me yasampakani e Church of Christ baby biara wo no hwehwɛ Church of Christ a e wo ho na ko be say mo question no be ya no edi ama me da say